maintenance, driver wages. These are the three biggest costs in any transport business. And they're also the three most commonly misrecorded. Here is how to track them properly.
Hi, I'm Agnieszka and most people call me Agnes. I'm the founder of Demand Accounting Services Limited, a cloud-based bookkeeping practice that works exclusively with transport, logistics and freight businesses across the UK. I'm ACC qualified, I hold CPC Transport Manager qualification, and I spent over a decade in corporate finance before starting this business, including several years working inside a freight forwarding company. So I'm not just a number person, I genuinely understand how your business works. On this channel, I share practical, straight-talking advice on bookkeeping, tax and finances, specifically for people running transport and haulage businesses in the UK. No jargon, no waffle, just the stuff you actually need to know. If that sounds useful, hit subscribe and let's go into today's video.
Fuel is usually your biggest single expense. Getting it wrong can cost you money at tax time. The best setup is the dedicated fuel card. You can pick All-Star, Key Fuel, UK Fuels, Motia, or similar. Your fuel card statement gives you a complete monthly record of every fill, every location, and every vehicle. Inside of your bookkeeping software, create a bank rule so every fuel card transaction automatically goes to the fuel expense category. If you pay cash for fuel, keep every receipt and photograph it immediately. Use the receipt capture feature in Xero or QuickBooks. And yes, you can reclaim VAT on fuel for business use. Make sure you're doing this on every VAT return. Vehicle costs fall into two categories: running costs and capital costs. Running costs: tires, servicing, MOT, repairs, and road tax go through your profit and loss as expenses. Capital costs, so the purchase of the vehicle itself, are treated differently. If you bought a vehicle outright, it goes on your balance sheet and depreciates over time. If you're on hire purchase or finance, the monthly payments splits between the capital and the interest. And this is one of the most common bookkeeping errors that I see in transport businesses. Putting the full finance payment through as an expense. It overstates your costs and understates tax liability. If you're not sure how your vehicle is recorded, check with your bookkeeper before your next VAT return. Driver costs in transport fall into two distinct categories, and it's important to handle them correctly. Employed drivers go through PAYE. If your drivers are employees, they must be on your payroll. You deduct income tax and employee's national insurance number through PAYE before paying them. You also pay employer's national insurance number on top, currently at 13.8% on earnings above the secondary threshold. You must submit a real-time information return to HMRC on or before every pay date, not after, on or before. Xero Payroll and QuickBooks Payroll both handle this. They calculate the deductions, generate payslips, and submit RTI to HMRC automatically. Self-employed owner drivers. If you use owner drivers who are genuinely self-employed, meaning they have their own vehicles, their own operator's license, and they work for multiple clients, you pay them gross on invoice. They are responsible for their own tax and national insurance. You record the invoice as subcontractor costs in your books. There is no payroll deduction involved. But, and this is crucial, you must be confident that they are genuinely self-employed, because HMRC scrutinizes drivers' employment status in the transport sector very closely. I've covered this in detail in a separate video on this channel. Search for IR35 and driver employment status. The most common mistake I see is paying a driver cash with no payroll, no RTS submission, and no written contract. This creates PAYE liability, national insurance liability, and potential penalties from HMRC. If you're not sure whether your drivers should be employed or self-employed, take advice before your next payroll. If this still confuses you and you still don't know what to do or how to book it, I'm here to help you. You can reach out to me on MAS Ltd and book a free, no obligation discovery call with me. And I'll see you on the next one.